Hi, my name's Steve Large, and I just want to talk a bit about daily practices I do for grounding and meditation. Now, I've been back in work doing electrical work for the last 2 weeks, and the day gets busy, so you get home later and stuff like that. So you find excuses, or your mind finds excuses not to do these. Oh, you're tired, you'll do it later, you'll do it tomorrow. And I just want to point out how important it is to keep up these practices, because without them, personally, I slip back into my head, and this is not a place to be. So each morning I make sure I meditate for 15 to 20 minutes. Now, I get up at about 5:15 when I don't have to, but I do, to make sure to meditate, because if I don't meditate in the morning, this affects my whole day for being calm, being out of my mind, in the aspect of I'm not anxious, depressed and things like that. So it's important for me to do this practice in the morning. I also meditate before I go to bed, which also is another practice of unwinding. And a lot of people describe it as when you go to sleep and you're having dreams all night and stuff like that. It's like having Google Pages open on a laptop or a computer. Now, I agree with this. We need to shut our brains down, and that's to either write down, which I do, stuff that'll wait till tomorrow. So it's a closure in my mind. It's not something that my mind is holding on to and saying, I need to remember this, I need to remember this. It's something that I can put away and know that when I get up in the morning, it's there in a list and I can deal with this. Now, the meditation is the key point for me to come out of my mind and to disidentify with my thoughts, because through meditation, I can see my thoughts as they are, and I can see the thought patterns, I can see the little tricks that my thoughts play on me to get me back into my head, to bring on the anxiety, the depression and all the other stuff that comes with being mind-based opposed to being universe-based. So I do this religiously each morning and each evening. The other thing I do as well is I ground myself. Now, I either do this visually in my mind by imagining roots coming out my feet, going into the earth below me and connecting this way, or I also do it by walking in nature barefooted, either on a field, down the beach, wherever I can manage to get basically that my feet touch the ground. I find this is fantastic for bringing me back into reality, the reality of our connection with nature, being nature ourselves. We are nature. We're a part of this planet with all the other animals and all the other beings and everything else. We are all one. This is important to keep bringing us back, otherwise we get lost in the mind and believing with this other thing, and nature is what surrounds us, and we're all about getting jobs and lots of money and all this other type of stuff, which is not important and it's got nothing to do with our existence. So I do these religiously. I've started lately as well connecting with crystals a lot now. I was always drawn to crystals and I never understood them so much, and lately I am drawn to them and I'm starting to understand them, not through anything I've read, but just by connecting and using them with my meditation. So I'll either hold them in my hand, place them on my head, place them on my body somewhere, and with the intuition that I get through being empathic and through connection, through grounding and the other means, I find I just feel, and because I'm in touch with that feeling and picking up, I feel the energy from the crystals, which guides me even more so now on this journey, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm sure this will resonate for a lot of empathic people, and it's a little bit daunting when you look at some of these books, because there's so many crystals, so many things that they do, and it's just, for me, and what I teach my son is just go for the ones that resonate with you when you see them, and just start off easy. Find them ones, use them ones, learn about them ones, and just build it up. It's not something you have to learn in a day. I'm still learning it, I'm still picking it up as I go. But I just find it's important, or it has been important to me, and I find that out of a lot of tools out there for connecting with the universe, crystals is an important one. And it's one that now I use in my daily practice. I'm at the point now where I'm looking how to recharge them, because I feel the energy from them. I feel the way they take energy that I don't want away from me. And I'm at the point now where I'm going to start carrying them with me as well, because I think they are fantastic tools, and we are connected with them energy wise. So I just wanted to say this, just to hopefully relate to you that even when days are busy and you're lost in your mind and you feel like it's too hectic, you haven't got time to stop thinking, these are the days you need to meditate most. It's important that you keep up these daily practices. If you want to connect with who you truly are and to disengage with the mind, you have to disengage with the mind, and this is done via meditation and being present in the moment. You can do it just being mindful, washing the dishes, actually feel the water on your hands, actually look at the dishes as you're doing them, be there in the moment. These are all forms of meditation as well, being present, because that's what we do. When we're present, we're not in our minds. You can't do them both. It's one or the other. You can think in the present moment about something, but the minute you think, you go into your mind. So yeah, meditation can be walking the dog, could be swimming, anything where you come out of thought and you're fully immersed in that moment in what you're doing is a way of meditating. Now, for me, it is difficult when I go to work to keep up these practices, but I make sure to do, because if not, I end up in my head, I end up depressed, I end up full of anxiety, and that's not fun at all. So I know now that even when I don't want to do it, I make myself do it because it's important. So I understand how the mind works, and I understand that it'll try and talk you out of it and tell you to do it later, do it tomorrow, because mine does exactly the same. Take control of your thoughts, take control of your mind, take control of yourself. Do what you need to do to stay connected. Anyway, hope this helped. Love and light. Have a great day, have a great evening. Thank you very much.